welcome to yoga, core focused yoga. Hope everybody's having a good day. Today's going to be a short one, probably 30 minutes, but we are going to focus obviously a little bit more on the core, try some different things that we haven't done before. So we will be on the floor to start. If you have a mat or a blanket or something that you want to have underneath you, go ahead and get that, and so that you have a space. And we're going to go ahead and get started. Just want to make sure that the stream and everything is looking good. Looks like it is. One more thing before. Just so there's no notifications coming through in the sound. All right. Okay, we're going to start on our hands and knees on your mat in cat-cow just to start. So hands right under your shoulders, knees right under your hips, rest the top of your feet on the mat. First, we're going to start with an inhale, arch your back, lift your chest, look up. Big breath in, and then when you exhale, round your back, tuck your chin, tuck your tail, press your shoulder blades apart, push through the floor, and then inhale, arch. And round. With your breath, let's do 5 total cat-cows. Got one more. Nice and slow. All right, back to a neutral position. Next, we're gonna go into bird dog. We're gonna reach the right arm and the left leg at the same time. Holding steady in your core, so nice flat back, nice strong abs here. We're gonna reach out with the left leg and the right arm comes out. Hold. Breathe in, let it out, and then we'll bring it back down to the center. Other side, left arm, right leg, reach out, breathe in and out, bring it down, keep going. Right arm, left leg, take your breath and bring it down. Again, left arm, right leg, and down. We're going to do 2 more on each side. Slow and controlled. Nice hold for an inhale and exhale in that top position. Getting nice and warmed up in the core. All right, good. Now, push up into downward dog. So push those hips up high, legs are straight, push your chest through. Down dog. From here, we're going to do a couple chaturanga flows. So we're just going to shift forward into plank position. Slowly lower yourself down. You can drop to your knees if you need to. Lower down. Inhale, come up to up dog. And exhale, down dog. That is 1. We're going to do that 4 more times. Shift forward to plank. Lower down slowly. Inhale to up dog. Exhale to down dog. On your breath, complete 3 more of those. Once you've done them all, come down to your knees. Widen your knees to the edge of your mat. Push back into child's pose. Reach your arms out straight overhead. Push your hips to your heels. You can rest your head on the floor. Big deep breaths. Hopefully you're feeling warm, ready for some deeper stretching. Really reach through your arms, dropping your chest down closer to the mat. Now from here, we're going to lift up the chest just a little bit. We're going to loop the right arm underneath the left for a shoulder stretch. So reach your right arm underneath your left armpit and then place your weight down a little bit. You can rest your head down on the mat if you want, right ear to the floor, and just hold there. And then bring it back to the center. Reach your right arm out straight and then loop your left arm underneath. Put your weight down on it. Rest your left ear on the mat. All right, bring it back to child's pose. From here, your forehead is on the mat. We're gonna bring our palms together overhead and then bend your elbows. Try to get your wrists over your elbows or straight up towards the ceiling. You'll feel that stretch in your triceps and in your upper back, underneath your armpits. So point those fingers straight up towards the ceiling. Keep pushing your chest down, inching your elbows farther and farther away from you. All right, bring your hands down. Come all the way up to all fours, and then we're gonna go down to our bellies. So come to your belly. Next up, we're gonna go into scorpion stretch. Bring your arms out to a T position with your palms flat on the ground. From here, we're gonna lift the left leg up into the air, and then you're gonna try to reach your left foot to your right hand. So we're opening up the hip and twisting. It's okay if you can't reach your foot to your hand. The goal here is just to get that leg over and touching the ground so you can open up your hip and get that nice spine twist. You might feel a stretch in your chest and arm on the right side here as well. Just breathe and hold. You can rest your head down. All right, we're gonna bring it back to the center nice and slow. Bring your leg back to your belly. Then we're gonna do the other side. So we'll lift the right foot up into the air, cross it over, try to reach it towards your left hand. Opening up the right hip and hold. Then bring it back down to your belly. Hands right under the shoulders. Push up and then into child's pose just for a second. Stretch out around the back. All right, good. Up to all fours and then push up into down dog again. Push the hips high, legs go straight, push down into your heels. Now for a little bit of a core challenge here. What we're gonna do is bring the right foot up towards the ceiling. So we're on 3 points here, left foot in both hands, right foot's in the air. As we shift forward, we're gonna pull the knee in, try to touch it to the right elbow. So we're gonna shift forward into plank, pull your knee in, try to touch it to your right elbow, quick hold, and then shoot it back up, straight up towards the ceiling. Breathe in, and then exhale, do it again, to the elbow. Bring it back up, inhale. Exhale, knee to elbow. Let's do one more, inhale. And exhale. Bring your leg back up overhead. This time we're gonna cross it to the opposite elbow. So as you exhale, shift forward, try to touch your right knee to your left elbow. And then inhale, back up. 4 more, cross it over and touch. 3. 2. Nice and slow. Really reach your foot up high at the top. Last one. Bring it up. Plant your foot. Come down to your knees. Quick break. Whew. Good job. Now we're going to do that all on the other side. I had to come up to catch my breath just for a second. All right, back to the hands and knees. Push up into down dog. Are y'all ready? Push up. We're gonna do all that on the left. So 5 to the left elbow, 5 to the right elbow. So bring your foot up, big inhale. As you exhale, shift forward, pull the knee in. Inhale. Three, 2, 1. Now to the opposite elbow. Stick with it. 5 times. Last one. And come down. All right, come off of your hands and come to a seated position. I'm working up a sweat here. All right, legs out in front of you. Okay. Now, bring the soles of your feet together. Do a quick stretch here. Grab the top of your ankles. Try to sit up nice and tall. And then just pull yourself forward. Let your knees fall open. If your elbows can reach your inner thighs, you can use your arms to push down into your legs. All right, come up. Now we're gonna go all the way to our backs. I'm gonna flip around. On your back, very similar to what we did in the beginning when we did our bird dog, we're gonna do a dead bug. So we're just flipped over, basically the same movement. So this time with our backs on the ground or your mat, this is gonna make sure that your low back stays on the mat or we're nice and flat in that neutral spine position. So what I want you to do is bring your legs to a tabletop position with your feet up, nice and engaged. Bring your arms up straight with your palms facing each other. So before we get started, I want you to take a breath in, into your belly, expand out, feel your low back pressing against the floor. I want you to hold that engaged position. You want to breathe throughout this exercise, but you want to make sure your low back and everything stays tight to the floor. So we're going to extend the right arm and the left leg. Take a breath in and out, and then bring it back to the center. So you do not have to bring your leg as far down to the floor like I just did. You can just bring it up high if you feel like your low back is going to come up. Do what you can. Let's do the other side. Left arm, right leg. Breathe in and out, and then bring it back to the center. Let's do 5 on each side. Nice, strong core. Breathing. Do not hold your breath. Keep your low back down. Slow and controlled. Keep your chin tucked down. Got one more on each side. And relax down. Plant your feet. Lift your hips up into a bridge. Stretching out the front of the legs and the hip flexors, squeezing the glutes. You can have your arms down by your sides, or you can wrap your hands around your hips. Whatever you want to do, just press up. We're just kind of reversing that exercise here by stretching out the front and engaging the back. See how high you can push up. Feel your glutes start to work. Squeezing your booty. All right, come down. Good. Now we are going to work into plow if you're comfortable with it. So if you've ever seen plow, it's where your feet go all the way overhead onto the floor. But this is a lot of core, a lot of ab work here for plow. So if you cannot go all the way overhead, then you're just going to work into some kind of variation of it where you're using your abs. So let's start with the arms down by the sides. Bring your legs up into the air. So straight up. So go ahead and make sure your back is flat and your shoulders are down away from your ears. Pinch your shoulder blades together. What I want you to focus on at the moment is just kind of swinging your legs back and forth. Try to lift your hips up off the mat a little bit. So we swing them back towards our head. Lift the hips off the mat. Feel your abs working. So this is like a reverse crunch. All right, so we're working into that. If you feel like you want to do a little bit more, we're stretching the legs towards the head. So pull your thighs to your belly. And then lift the hips and low back off the ground to bring your legs to the floor into plow. The goal here is to be able to round your back. So the more flexible you are in your spine, the better you'll be at the plow. So if you cannot bring your legs all the way overhead, that's fine. Just work into some variation of it. So whether that's just keeping your legs up straight, this could be all that you want to do. This is hard. This is working your abs. You just stay right there. If you want to just keep trying to pull your thighs in towards your belly, do that. Whatever works for you today. And then if you do have plow position, and you want to come all the way up, your legs straight up in the air, bring your hands to your low back. Into our shoulder stance. right, wherever you are, go ahead and roll all the way out of it. Bring your legs down, feet flat on the mat. Good job. Now, arms out to a T on the ground, palms down. Bring your knees up again, so pull them up into your chest a little bit. We're going to do a spine twist with the knees bent. Drop your knees over to the right side. Try to keep your knees together like you're trying to pinch a book or something in between your knees. So keep them close together and control it on the way down using your abs and obliques. And then let them fall over. Breathe. Reaching through your left arm. Look over your left shoulder if you can. And then look up, pinch that book between your knees again. Pull your legs back up to tabletop. Keeping it squeezed nice and tight in between your knees. Drop them over to the other side. And then reach through your right arm, look over your right shoulder. And look up, pinch the book, pull your knees up, and then bring your feet down to the mat. All right, cross your right ankle over your left thigh, push your knee away from you. You can use your hand if you want, or just engage the muscles to push your knee open. Then we're gonna loop the hands through, grab the back of your left leg, and pull it in. Try to relax your shoulders on the mat, tuck your chin in so lengthen through your spine and hold. And release your hands, drop it down, switch the legs. Cross your right ankle or your left ankle over your right thigh, open the knee up. Loop your hands through, grab the back of your right leg, pull it in. Once you have it, lengthen through your spine, tuck your chin, shoulders back and down. And release that, drop it down, and uncross your legs. All right, come on up. So grab your knees, and let's roll up to a seated position. We're gonna work into a variation of boat. So you can start with your heels on the mat and your knees together out in front of you. Right here. And so what I want you to do is grab the back of your legs or underneath your knees. You're going to pull your shoulders back and down, try to flatten out your back. So you're already going to feel your core engaged in this position. So I want you to just hold here and breathe. So the goal is to make sure that you're nice and flat in your back. If you want to add a little bit more, we're going to lean back just a little bit, lift the heels up. Still holding onto the back of the legs. shoulders are back and down. It's the big thing that I have to make sure I focus on is my upper back and shoulders. For you, it might be that. It might be flattening out your low back and engaging your core. It might be keeping your knees close together. It might be keeping your chin tucked. If you want a little bit more, we're going to straighten the legs. You can release the arms if you want. Hands out by the sides, palms up. Hold. Woo, or stay in any other variation that you want. You can have your knees a little bit bent. I'm going to bend mine a little bit more because I'm shaking pretty hard. Hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. Ooh. All right, flip over onto your belly. We're going to finish here. On your belly. Legs are relaxed. Top of your feet on the mat. Put your hands right under your shoulders. We're going to push up into Cobra. So legs stay on the ground. Lift up, push through your palms, shoulders down, away from your ears. Trying to stretch out the belly on the front side. Working on that low back flexibility as well. And come down. All right. Flip over one more time. We're going to finish here. We don't usually do a lot of corpse pose or shavasana, but I'd like to do that today. So about 4 or 5 minutes. Feel free to go if you need to, but stay if you can. So lay on your back. Let your legs lengthen out. Let your feet fall open. Arms are down by your sides with your palms up. Tuck your chin down. Close your eyes if you want. Try to relax your jaw and your brow. Make your gaze slightly up and centered. You might feel that tension kind of go away when you lift through the eyes a little bit. Unclenching your jaw and teeth. Just normal breathing. Go ahead and bring some awareness back to your body. Take a big breath in. Wiggle your fingers and toes. Move around a little bit. When you're ready, pull your knees into your chest. You can roll to your side and come up, or just come on up to a seated position. All right. Big breath in and out. We are all finished for the day. Hopefully you had a good workout or yoga session. Nice core work and some stretching in there. And then our nice meditation at the end. I hope you all have a great weekend. And I'll see you all next week. Bye.